GM Farcaster. We are back with the CastOut show to recap all the things happening in CastOut Lil Island, our latest season. My hat is a little crooked of CastOut, and it's heating up. I'm like losing my mind. Got a lot of things happening. This is probably the busiest time right now, is this next couple of days, because I just have a lot of like different things happening, which we're going to talk about all of that in just a moment. And it's Adrienne. I don't know if you've checked in on the group chats because you're in there as well. A lot of fun. A lot of fun watching the vote go down. I will explain more when we talk about the votes.
How do you keep up with 8 group chats?
Oh, by the way, I have way more group chats than that, but that's how many group chats I have for CastOut. I'm spending a lot of time in group chats right now. I'll just say that. And I'm reading almost everything. Like I might miss a couple messages, but I'm reading almost all of it so that I know what's happening and I can answer questions and all of that and make sure nobody's going down the wrong path or misunderstand something. So it's not easy, but it's doable. It just will make your head explode. Haven't eaten breakfast yet and it's noon. That tells you a lot. And that's been pretty much the track for this week. So sometime around 1, I'm eating breakfast. All right, let's dive in because we've got a lot to talk about. So we're going to sort of talk about the big picture things first and what's happening. Then we're going to talk about the meme challenge and recap that. And then lastly, we're going to do the vote and reveal the vote because there's a lot of drama with that. So that's been fun. But first, let me share. Oh, I forgot to get this part ready. Hold on. I want to share about Bracky is now live with, you can now trade Bracky in CastOut. So if you want to bet on your favorite tribe, you can do that now. So this is a way of letting us let other folks get involved. And there's a few things that we're going to be doing so that if you are not playing CastOut, but want to participate in some way, we're going to have a few ways that you can do that I'm going to talk about today, including today's challenge and tomorrow's challenge. You'll be able to, I should probably double check that, make sure HorseFacts confirmed that was correct. Yes, great. So very excited about what we have brewing for the next couple of days, but this is from Bracky. So I said, hey, Bracky, how does the CastOut market look? As soon as I knew it was launching. And Bracky had some thoughts. This was yesterday. Things have changed. I would ask the same exact question again right now because I guarantee things are going to change and things are going to change again after the vote, by the way. So get ready. So greetings, Nounish Prof. The CastOut market has launched with intriguingly balanced initial pricing across all tribes. Cast Me Outside and Good News Show, marginally higher demand at $125.94, while the others remain at $124. Given your strategic role in designing these competitions, you likely appreciate how even distribution creates opportunities for those who can identify hidden advantages. It knows that I'm in charge. That's interesting. Yeah. The 5,000 share limit per outcome ensures sustained liquidity as tribal dynamics emerge. So that's the most you can to bet is 5,000 shares of any tribe. Would you care to take a position on any of the tribes? And I, of course, said, thanks, Bracky. I'm running the game. I can't play. By the way, Bracky was complimentary to my ethical approach to the market participation. Thanks, Bracky. And what I was able to do was also send some Bracky tips to 2 of our players from the first challenge who didn't win. They didn't win the game, but they were the top 2 on the leaderboard for the Flappy Nouns challenge. So Kyle Patrick and Yatama, I sent them both 5,000 Bracky through that tipping process so they could play for free and to say thanks for playing. So there you go. It was kind of fun. So I'm loving Bracky. I like the Bracky integration. I loved it the first time. By the way, watching live is going to be your best way to figure out what you should be doing with Bracky.
Right.
Because we're going to reveal the votes and it's going to, it's going to things are going to happen. Things are going to happen fast.
Tribe getting
Get
eliminated?
ready. Yes, the tribe's getting eliminated today. Yes, a tribe is getting eliminated today. And you know what? At one moment, now I'll get to that. I'll get to that. We're going to get to that because there was a lot happening and it's a lot of fun. But before that, we've got a couple other things that I want to touch on, and we are going to talk about all the memes. But also, what we had happen yesterday was the hidden immunity idol was found. So there was a hidden immunity idol. It was a POAP. There were 2 clues that you needed both clues in order to unlock the POAP. You needed to complete the Framedle from yesterday, and the answer in the Framedle was sneak, SNEAK. And then you also had to unlock an image on the pay-per-view. So pay-per-view little frame, I had it for like 16 cents or something, just because I like the number 16. And you could open that and it would show you exactly what you needed to type in for a secret word. You needed to fill in the blank. There was a 5-letter blank that you needed to fill in with sneak. Put that in and you put it into the secret word on POAP, on your POAP app, and you would have gotten and unlocked this POAP, which is an immunity idol. So I was confused. I wasn't exactly sure who 0x noun was, .eth. That was a new one for me. And there was some confusion. Everyone's like, are they actually a player? And I'm like, they're probably a player. I'm like, I had an idea of one of 2 people it could have been. I thought it was either Borg or Index, who are playing on different tribes. I thought it was one of them. It turned out to be Index, who shared this meme to show exactly who got the immunity idol. His other ENS is hiprose.eth, and those are hiprose nuggles in there. So that was the joke, and this became their meme actually that they submitted for the meme challenge. So this was funny. So Index found the hidden immunity idol. This can be played either today, tomorrow, or Monday by the Lil Sock Gang, who holds the immunity idol right now. They can play it for themselves, or they could choose to play it for another tribe. So another little dynamic, and we'll see how that plays out in our first vote in just a moment. So just lots of fun happening. Before we get into the meme challenge and then the vote, I want to just touch on a few other things. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted not that. Hold on. I want this. Why isn't this going up? Let me try adding it again. There we go. Okay, so first off, tomorrow, right after the show at 12:30 p.m., we are doing Farcaster Trivia using the FC Trivia app by Matthew Fox and team. And I'm super excited. So this is a live streaming trivia challenge. And all of the players have already been entered into it. And anyone else can play. Anyone can play and go in, click on this frame. I'll share it after the show. It's also, I think Matthew already shared it. I was like, you were supposed to wait. But okay. And there will be Farcaster trivia questions, 10 questions. Last person standing will be winning, or last persons standing will be winning 50,000 DGen. And they do not have to be a CastOut player, but the top ranking CastOut player will also win immunity for their tribe. If there is a tie, I got to figure that out. I'll figure that part out later. I haven't figured out the tie thing yet. I was like just thinking about that today. So this is going to be really fun. This is going to be a synchronized game. This is the only game that is synchronized. It's happening at a specific time. So the more players you have available to play, great. It should last about 10 to 15 minutes. But as long as you have one person from your tribe playing, you got a shot. So I'm just going to throw out a little hint. It would be wise to take a look at this image and take a look at our sponsors. Carry on. Just one thought for you all. Might want to know a little bit about them all. And that'll be tomorrow. But today's challenge, starting at 1 p.m., is Yoink. And also, again, anyone can play. So the Yoink players will have the CastOut players will have their own leaderboard. And yes, so and it's going to be the total Yoinks will be on the leaderboard. It will look like this. This is using old data. However, these people tend to play Yoink. So anytime I go into Yoink just for fun, 9 times out of 10, I'm yoinking from Fatty But Happy. So, do with that what you will. So players, you'll all be yoinking between 1 p.m. today and 11 p.m. today. Most yoinks are going to take it. Try not to yoink from your own tribe, but also you can do that. So that's going to be happening, but anyone can play. And a couple times during this time period between 1 and 11, I'm going to randomly screenshot who's holding the flag and drop them 1,000 degen. So that's going to happen probably 5 times. So anyone can play and you'll have a chance to win some degen. So there you go. Also just want to shout out all of our sponsors, Lil Now Stow, prize pool sponsor, and our first sponsor jumped in. So that's why this is Lil Island. Octant, who we love and adore, and they're also a premier partner with GM Farcaster. And again, you might want to be making note if you're playing Farcaster Trivia tomorrow. Purple, also one of our prize pool sponsors, and also has a tribe playing. And DGen is our reward sponsor. So for these fun little side rewards and side quests, we're adding some DGen in for all the fun. And this is why, if you're asking the question, why is DGen pumping? I'm telling you, this is why. Because they sponsor CastOut. Do with that what you will. Anyway, so thank you for all of our sponsors. We appreciate you so much making this happen. All right. We got to recap the memes now, Adrian. But any thoughts on Yoink? You want any advice for the players or anything like that?
Yeah, and I as you were explaining the challenge, I had a little thought in me of like asking whether we needed to explain what Yoink is. Yeah, and then I thought, of course we don't. Everybody knows what Yoink is.
Everybody knows what Yoink is.
No, you're so cute.
Or that apparently not.
You don't know.
Okay. Let me see if I can find the frame real quick that we're going to be using. Hold on 1 second, and just so we can see the actual one.
I don't even want to. I don't even know if we want to answer now.
I kind of need to show them, but also
ask GM FC 101 if he knows what Yoink is.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But yeah, I was going to make a joke about asking whether we had to explain all the complex rules in Yoink. It's literally a capture the flag frame. So it's
a capture the flag. Yeah.
Yeah, you're yoinking. Exactly what it is. You yoink the flag from whoever has it.
So right now, Z Willow is holding the flag, and if I yoink, I take it away from her. But by the way, you guys are all. I see you all practicing. I see you all practicing. Rachel has the flag. And you yoink here. It's going to ask for a transaction, and then, which I'm not connected right now. And it's on chain. So there you go. And you're using, for the players, you're using your Warpcast wallets for this. So if you have any issues, and I'm going to drop more information into the group chats. So I'll answer any questions there, etc. So don't be too concerned right now. But all you're doing is playing a little capture the flag game. And it's really fun. And it's going to be the most yoinks held by the tribe. So that will be
most time. Is it time?
No,
time
it's not
held?
time. Not for this one. It's time. Ooh. It's most number of yoinks. By the way, Zal figured it out. There he is. He's yoinking.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. You're just capturing the flag. That was funny though. I was like, oh, there he is. So he's got it. This is going to be fun. And then at random times, like I said, you could win 1,000 degen. I'll be just randomly checking whoever's holding it. You're going to be getting 1,000 degen from our degen reward sponsor. So this is fun. All right. So let me just share who won the meme challenge, and it was Cast Me Outside. They won the meme challenge with this very funny throwback to the famous selfie that was done at the Oscar, but filled in with our various fun little PFPs on there. And I loved the caption, not pictured builders shipping mini app updates later that night, which, that would be accurate. This would be the people out front and then the devs in the back. So there you go. So they won based on our little calculation with the engagement. They were very strategic in terms of who shared the meme, and they ended up winning. They also did some things. There were people doing some things with amps. They were one of them, and I allowed that. And you could use DGen Rain. You could use whatever it was to incentivize people to like and share your meme. So they did a great job. And then following up on that, we had this from Purple, Walk It Like I Talk It. And this also, by the way, you can actually own this one if you want. You can own it on Manifold. So there you go. So very funny. And this was from the Purple Tribe. And they actually had the most engagement. But when you did the little calculation and divided it by Jackie's follower count, I'm sorry, Jackie, you were just too popular. And I think the comment in the chat was, I really should have spun up a new account. So there you go. Also, by the way, if you haven't noticed right now, let me see if I can pull it up really quick. The rewards, if you look at the rewards list right now, at the top is, there he is, Warp Cost, who, let me see if I can even get this on the screen. Yeah, I can. Warp Cost is now currently leading, which is hilarious. That is the Cast Me Outside person who's on the team who shared that particular meme, and followed not far behind was Jackie. She was on there somewhere. I can't find her now. She's a little further down, but she was like in top 5 when I looked this morning. So this, CastOut is good for your engagement, is my point on this. So
yeah, this is an even better reward than immunity.
Right? I mean, right?
Payment fortune.
There you go. Tops on the leaderboard. Very exciting. All right, a few more of the memes that the other tribes shared. This was from Lil Fun, I think this one was. Vampire, Sunlight, Superman, Kryptonite, CastOut players, Flappy Nouns. Then you had this one from, I think this was from Lil's One, CastOut Ted and Crypto the Game with the little Ted face on there. The usual boyfriend meme. Now being captured, although Ted's not with us today, unfortunately. I think she got caught into a meeting. Then I showed you the one from Little Sock Gang already. That was from that one. This was funny. This was from the Maya tribe. And this was kind of funny. I liked this one. Oh, come on. Load for me, will you? Behold, a massive tribal donor, gracefully sponsored by CastOut. Look at that chart. This is obviously referencing the DGen chart. Look at that chart, Wilson. I have a DGen boner. That is called a donor, as in a DGen boner. There you go. I didn't say the memes had to be highbrow. They just had to be. Oops. Hold on. I went to the wrong one. And then we have a couple more memes that were posted by non-winning memes, unfortunately. So we had that one. And then we had, I thought I had a couple more. Oh, I guess I didn't. Maybe that's all of them. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, Good News Show. Where the heck is that one? Good news one. It got buried. It got buried somewhere in the mix. But theirs was really cute too. So let me grab that really fast. Hold on one second. Where is Good News? I had these all in one place and now I can't find them. Sorry. Did you have a favorite meme, by the way? I didn't get a
All
chance
right,
to
and we
ask.
miss the cute blue guy.
Yeah, the cute blue guy. That's where I'm
Yep.
trying to grab right now. That's what I'm grabbing right now. It's in my thread. He was very cute. Where is good news? It's the good news one, and I'm just looking right now. Cast Me Outside. We got Lil's one. We got Purple's. They were first. They shared theirs first, so that's why it kind of got buried. Here it is. Base is for
Clanky Panky.
Clanky Panky. Base is for Clanky Panky. By the way, the Crocs crack me up. They had a number of versions of this that were pretty funny. So I think they actually had some better ones, in my opinion, that they didn't share, that I wish they had, but I'm in there just not saying anything. I'm just observing. And there are so many times when I want to be like, that one was so good. Why didn't you do that
meme
one?
challenge. Yeah, I will say the meme challenge is the most fun for like the group because it's creative. Like you're throwing ideas out, you go in so many different directions. Like, and it's impossible to predict what's going to land. Like you
Absolutely.
have no idea. So I always think it's funny when you hear people trying to put logic and trying to articulate why one meme might work over another one.
Yeah, totally. That's totally the case. You never know what's going to really hit. There was a couple others that Purple had that I thought were very funny that were the take on Ted's cast about first first they blogged, then they did a
The walk and
podcast,
talks,
and
and
then they did a
everyone.
walk and talk. Yeah, and I thought that one was really good. I'm like, oh, that would hit. So you just never know what's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
yeah,
and there's a strategy of like you can go generic, right, where you don't make people think, and it's just like, okay, that's easy, versus going something kind of like super niche and specific.
yeah,
And when you can land, like if you can do a meme that is niche and specific, but actually gets people to like laugh or think or do something, those are the best ones. I found, I know why the one that won.
Why do you think it won?
And I think it's because they put my PFP in it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's it.
It's just everybody likes the fox. Okay. No, I think it's because some of the other ones were so specific or niche that
Too
if you
niche.
see it,
Yeah.
So for Good News Gang, who the first one was the Clanky Panky. I looked at it, I was like,
Clanky
oh, it's
Panky.
cute. Like, that was cute. I liked it, recasted it like that, but I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah. It needed it. If it needs too much explanation, doesn't work.
The
But it
DGen
was
one
cute.
was good.
Yeah.
Right. DGen was good and timely, but if you're not DGen, if you're not following DGen or in the DGen,
Right.
then that like it's like, oh, it wasn't universal. So I think the selfie one is we're familiar with the meme format.
Yep.
You're throwing in recognizable PFPs of people. It's easy, even if you don't know it's for CastOut, even if you don't know what it means,
Right.
like you can get people to be like, oh, that's fun. Like there's a joke about a mini app developer. Like you can kind of get lazy people to engage. No offense. Everyone's
and that's
lazy.
what you need. That's what
but
you
it
need.
works. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot one. This was the DB tribe. And this was kind of along the lines of what you're saying, like a little bit more generic. I become aware of the pattern, it repeats. I become aware that it is repeating, it repeats. But it was also too generic. Like it's been seen before. So I just don't think it got enough.
Right.
It was
and
like
I didn't
a
know
little
specifically
too,
like what are you talking about that's current in this meme? Is there something that's
it wasn't fully formed there, but there was something there, but it just wasn't quite there. Absolutely. Clanky Panky is for everyone.
I have never heard of Clanky Panky, but as soon as I heard the word, I was like, yes, I get like
That's funny.
it sounds great. Like it.
I think there's something there. It just needed a little more, I don't know, intro. I don't know what it is, and this is funny. Yes, 100% we won because we included Adrian PFP. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
We'll never know.
And that means, by the way, so that means that it's time for the vote. So what that means is that the Cast Me Outside tribe, who won immunity, could not be voted for in this vote. So any of the other tribes were up for vote, but you could not vote for Cast Me Outside. And are you ready to see the vote reveal?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. First vote, Lil Fun. Second vote, purple. So 1 Lil Fun, 1 purple. Lil Socking got a vote. So we have 1 Lil Fun, 1 purple, 1 Lil Socking. By the way, I forgot to mention this. They chose not to use their immunity. I forgot to mention that. They did have to tell me if they were going to use their immunity before, as soon as they did their vote, they had to tell me that, and they could not know until after the fact.
Right. The strategy on when to use the immunity is very tough.
It's very tough. It's very tough because
been there before.
I will say this, and somebody asked me what happens if they don't use it and they get voted out. It means it's dead. That's called leaving the island with an idol in your pocket. And those who watch Survivor are familiar. Okay, next vote. So we're tied at 3 tie here, 3-way tie. Next vote, Lil Fun. So 2 Lil Fun, 1 purple, 1 Lil Sock Gang. Purple. So we now have a tie again. 2 Lil Fun, 2 purple, 1 Lil Sock Gang. Lil Fun. 3 Lil Fun, 2 purple, 1 Lil Sock Gang. Purple. Purple's got a target. So 3 Lil Fun, 3 purple, 1 Lil Sock Gang, 1 vote left. And the tribe that has been voted out, Lil Fun. Sorry, Lil Fun. I hope you had fun. But
only a little.
Tribes have spoken.
Only had a little fun.
A little fun. And that's all you get.
Sad.
That's all you get. Just a little fun. And that's it. So very sorry to see you go. Lil Fun, Natalie Crew, John Ruth. God, now I'm forgetting who my other players are. Dummy.eth, who's covered up there. AMI.eth, and oh my God, I am blanking on the last one, and I cannot think of your name, Mr. Orange. I am forgetting who you are. 1 second as I look it up. Genuine Jack. And we're sorry to see you all go, but I hope you had a little fun. So here's the funny thing. So I'm in all the group chats and I'm looking at everything and I'm watching them decide, and it is really funny to watch because I cannot hint, say anything, do anything. So I'm not doing anything. But I'm watching some of the tribes knowing that there was one tribe that they were deciding between 2 things. One thing was going to save them, and one thing was possibly going to kill them. And it was like, you guys need to coordinate with other tribes. You don't know what you're doing right now. And it was very interesting. And once again, my little Dow friends just disappoint. The last 2 tribes to get votes in, Lil's number 1, Lil's 1, and Lil Sock Gang. I'm like, right down to the wire. I'm like, can you guys get it together? Just tell me who you're voting for. Last minute voters. And it was really funny. But all the Dows were like that. All the Dow folks were like that. They took the longest to come up with their votes, and the gamers, they were in. They were strategy. They had it. They were talking about this yesterday. They were on it. They were already there. They had their ideas. They knew where they were going to go. And that's, just a hint to the other tribes. That's how you play. You gotta.
Okay.
So
think when I played in the beta and I'd never done a Survivor game before, I had no idea. I went in super just we're going to play the challenges. I have my team and tribe. So that's who I'm chatting with. I did not know that the expectation was talk to everybody, get out there, you should have outreach to other tribes. You should be making friends. You should be talking. You should not be blatantly lying. No one wants a liar to.
It will come back to bite you. Yeah.
It will come back to bite you. And also just know that in your own tribe, there's people talking to other ones. Someone's telling you what they heard from other tribes. You don't know what to believe, but you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not trying to have side conversations, separate group chats, separate one-on-ones, just like it's a game of intelligence.
Use your networks. The social game is at foot now. So you've got the challenges. It's outwit, outplay, outcast.
Yeah.
So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for inspiring me to scrap my work schedule this week. Deadline, schmedline. Sorry. Sorry, Rachel.
You're going to make so many friends though, and memories.
It is. It's fun.
And you don't have to play again. You don't
have to.
Oh, and
or
you
until
can,
maybe until the All-Star season. That's what I said to Alina. Alina's like, I'm not playing again. And I'm like, maybe in the All-Star season. I'll circle back to you like a couple years from now.
The little funds can you guys can still play with Bracky. That's
you can. Part. That's true. You can play with Bracky. You can mess with people in Yoink because you can still get in there and mess around. So you can do that, and you can play Farcaster Trivia tomorrow too. So again, like there's ways that you can kind of mess around. And Lil Fun, you could also be a conduit. You could be feeding bad information. There's ways to get back at people. You could have some fun. You can have a little more fun. A little more. So that's it, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good time with this game. I hope those who are watching along start to dive in a little bit. Come play Yoink. Come play Farcaster Trivia tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be in the group chats shortly with details on your challenge. Make sure everyone's good, understands what you're doing, and the real Snoopy's choice. And then and then we'll be back tomorrow at noon to wrap up and see who won Yoink. And at 12:30 tomorrow, we'll be playing Farcaster Trivia, and that'll be it until Monday. So, all right, go to it. Any last words of wisdom, Adrian, for the players?
God, just cancel your meetings for the rest of the day.
Hey, I am ending it at 11 p.m. Eastern. Now,
that's not nice.
If you recall, it did go 24 hours for Adrian's season.
Oh, I recall.
She slept in another room. So it's not just
I think that was for hot potato.
Was it for hot potato? I can't remember.
And that is why you will not be seeing me on the All-Star cast. I am
we'll see.
Retired. I am retired. And cancel all your meetings, charge your phones.
Happy yoinking
and matcha and happy yoinking.
By the way, yoinking doesn't officially start for the players until 1 p.m. So you can practice all you want, but you might want to just hold off a little bit. All right, everybody. I got to go jump in the group chats. I'm sick in bed.
Burst sick in bed. Actually good for this game.
Great for this game. He's going to be a force to
Hold on, I got to go talk to Bracky. Just got some alpha.
You just got some major alpha right there. Some big alpha here. So if you were holding any Lil Fun, hopefully you traded right when we announced it. We'll be back tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. And with that, we will see you tomorrow. And with that, everyone, bye-bye.